Hello everyone, and welcome. I'm Don Donald, and this is Motivation on Tees. A place where creativity, inspiration and motivation are the main drives for our actions. And knowing that everyone in every walk of life needs some motivation, inspiration and education, we took up the challenge with the passion to render some help in these key areas. Hence the need for the creation of this channel. Also looking at how effective the use of t-shirts has become in the modern day society, we decided to leverage it, to have a wider reachability. And that's why we always say, if you can't speak to somebody, wear your speech for all to see. Today, we are going to speak on one of the greatest motivational speeches of all time. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step. It begins with a single step. The journey of 1,000 miles. How I love this quote, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. To me, this is one of the richest quotes ever, of the ancient times. A single step is all that is required to start the journey of 1,000 miles. I don't know what could translate to your own journey of 1,000 miles. I don't know. It could be a very daunting uphill task. It could be a business action plan waiting to be executed. A dream, a project or a goal set to achieve. Whatever it is, however rigorous the task may be, and however much time it will take, and however long it will last, it must begin with a single step. The length of the journey, or the laboriousness of the work, must have a starting point. And this reality is also true both for a long journey as well as a short journey. Even if your journey is to a nearby grocery store to get some groceries for yourself or family, that first step is still required of you. You must have to take the first step, the second step, the third step, and all the steps required to reach your grocery store goal. There is no other way around it. And what does this tell me? It tells me that whatever the goal set before me, if I can be motivated enough to take the first step towards that goal, and keep adding more steps to it, however tiny those steps might be, I will definitely realize my goal eventually. Because, success is not achieved in one giant step or stride made, but in lots of tiny steps made in the right direction. The key is doing something every day, however little, towards your goals. Don't wait for things to happen by themselves. They may never happen until you make them happen. Until you take that first step, and keep taking that one step at a time. Because, little drops of water every day will certainly make a mighty ocean someday. Let me tell you something, whatever it is you want to achieve in life, whatever goals you want to accomplish, whether for yourself or for the benefit of your family, your community or the world at large, you must start it from somewhere or you will never get anywhere in life. And it doesn't really matter where and how you set out to do something, because great things always commence in a little way, and never look down on those humble beginnings. Your dream is like a journey of many mountains and valleys with big and small tasks on the way, but if you can do the small tasks, you can equally do the big tasks. Because, there is something about life which no one can take away. There is something that happens to you anytime you successfully accomplish a task, whether big or small. You tend to gain more confidence and motivation to do more. Do it better. Accomplish greater things, thereby overcoming your fears. That's a fact. That's the way it works. It's a law. In every walk and work with nature, one always receives more than he previously had. But the question is, why do people still end up not taking that first single step of life that begins the journey of 1,000 miles? I realize I had also been a victim of that cold stagnancy at some point in my life journey. And it was all as a result of that thief of time called procrastination, coupled with the fear of failure, plus that inner resistance to change that almost everybody else does have. And who told you that there won't be failures on the way in the first place? Who promised you not to expect a tough road ahead? Who told you that there won't be obstacles and roadblocks along the line? Who even doesn't or hasn't experienced them before? But the thing is that they don't have to stop you. Rather, step on them. If you ever run into a wall or a mountain, even in your mind, don't turn around and give up. No. Don't you ever quit. Quitting is not an option. Figure out how to surmount it, there and then. If you can't pass through it, climb it, and if you can't climb it, walk around it. Anyhow, just be sure you made that initial most necessary step, and are still adding more steps to it, towards the realization of your dreams. Because still, every voyage marked as a milestone started with just a single step. Yes, nothing is as pleasant as dreaming, but your dreams may never come true unless and until you take that first action by making that first initial step, and continuing to walk in the direction of those dreams in the right way. The initiative is always yours, and you must take it now and act. And many times, more often than not, when one succeeds in taking that first big bold step, other steps are propelled to follow. What am I saying? For a lot of people, the first step is always the most difficult. Yes, it's always that everybody's first fearful big step into the world of the unknown. Because come to think of it, whatever it is you are aiming at in life, I don't care what that thing is, it's always first an unknown territory to you, a strange land filled with all sorts of mental roadblocks that make it so difficult for you to take that first step, until you conquer it by courage through taking still that initial singular step. It does require courage, and courage is not the absence of fear but the conquest of it. Now, there is something I want you to see on the topic of this episode today. It is the exposure and the expression of a very deep insight about the core virtues of courage, action, determination, diligence, discipline, willingness to always show up, sense of responsibility, commitment, persistence, resilience, perseverance, and the avoidance of laziness, procrastination, fear of the unknown, and that inner resistance to change. All of those enduring values and virtues. Now, what are you doing or want to do? Is it creative thinking through visualization of what you want to achieve? Or, is it a new language you want to learn? Or you simply want to become a writer or an author? More still, is it a job you need, or you ultimately want to create wealth? Or, is it a change of a certain habit in your life, or you want to become a superstar of some sort, like a sports star? Do you want to own a business, or is it even a matter of your personal health, finance and self-improvement? What is it you want to do? I tell you, the only way is to step out now and keep stepping forward, moving steadily towards that goal, and you will certainly get there. Don't wait for the right time or the right circumstances, or for the right mood to come. There is no right anything anywhere. The first best time was many years ago, as they say, and the second best time is now. Take that first step now. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Don't be afraid of mistakes and falling. If you wait until everything is perfect, it never will be. And you don't also need to have all the skills you need to start, or the agreement, and the endorsement of other people. Just believe in what you are doing or what you are going for, and what you have at the moment. Take a step at a time, one step at a time, after that initial bold step. Finally, I will tell you this before I end this video, don't be afraid to dream big. Aim high, but make the necessary moves towards your target. I say, shoot for the moon. If you miss, who knows, you might, probably, end up with the stars. I wish you good luck as you step forward to face your future. And don't forget that as the journey of 1,000 miles requires one single step forward to begin, so does it also require one single step backward to end the journey of success. Step forward then, and never step backward, and I will see you at the top. The taking of this great single step was how I conquered all my fears, my procrastinations and my inner resistance to change. Thank you all for your patience. If you have found value in this very episode, please subscribe to our channel, and make sure you hit the notification bell, so you are notified each time we come up with a new video. Also like, leave a comment, and share our videos with your friends and family. Thank you.